Hi, I'm Nikki from Appfire, the makers of Bob Swift and Wittified brand Atlassian add-ons. In this video, we'll be focusing on the trusted project admin level features using self-service mode inside Wittified's Delegated Project Admin Pro for JIRA. Using this add-on, your JIRA administrator can empower you to quickly and easily make granular adjustments to your individual project settings. Let's take a look. Self-service mode goes beyond guided path mode to give you more granular control. We'll cover the details of guided path mode in another video. First, let's select the Delegated Project Admin icon from the sidebar. By default, we start in guided path mode. Switching to self-service mode is done by simply clicking the Enter Self-Service Mode button located on the top right corner of the Delegated Project Admin screen. When a project is placed into self-service mode, the project's current configuration is analyzed, and one or more process templates are created to represent that configuration. A process template is a set of configuration options that control the workflows, fields, issue types, and groups that can be applied to a project. This allows us to simplify the UI so non-admins can easily and safely make changes to a project's configuration. We're going to give an overview of the self-service admin screen before we start making some major changes. This is a listing of the process templates that exist for this project. Each process template contains a set of one or more issue types, the fields available for those issue types, and the workflow each of those issue types uses. Additionally, you can modify project permissions and project notifications. If we want to go back to guided path mode, we can exit self-service mode by clicking the Exit Self-Service Mode button here in the upper right corner. And Delegated Project Admin Pro will roll back the changes that have been made in self-service mode. We're going to add an issue type, which is done easily by clicking the plus icon. And if we want to remove an issue type, we can just click on the X. All change history is recorded and can be reverted back at any time if needed. Here, we can easily add a field, so we'll add the location custom field. We can also change the behavior of fields by making them required. We can select what screens the field appears on as well as the order of fields on a screen. And like everything else, the changes are being recorded and can be rolled back at any time. Changing a workflow is easy. The first step is to select a workflow. If the selected workflow doesn't suit our team's needs, we can easily modify it. For instance, the classic JIRA workflow doesn't have a step to indicate an issue is in testing. Using this add-on, we can add easily a transition that says from in progress to in testing. We'll call that step Start Testing. We can also modify the behavior of a transition by changing the fields that are displayed when executed. You may notice these screen icons under some of the transitions. Those screen icons mean that there's a screen associated with that transition. If there's no screen icon, that means the transition executes immediately. Now, what if we want to do something more complex? It's pretty common to have a specific issue type, like defect for example, that uses a different workflow and also has some different field behaviors. Setting this up is simple using a process template. We'll create a new process template named Defect Process Template and add issue type Defect. Next, we'll select a workflow. We'll make the due date field required for defect issue types and add the field to the Create, View, and Edit screens. To grant or revoke permissions to a project, simply click the Project Permissions button located at the top of the screen, and the Edit Project Permissions screen will appear. To grant permission to a new recipient, click Add Permission next to the appropriate permission type. The Add Permission screen will appear, allowing us to select the permission type and the recipient. We'll make the developer's project role the only assignable users for our project. Editing project notifications is very similar to editing project permissions. To add or remove a notification recipient, click the Project Notification button located at the top of the screen. The Edit Project Notification screen will appear, listing each event that can be triggered via a workflow transition or an issue operation along with each recipient for that event. We'll now add a notification on the issue-created event for the project lead. Okay, so that was a good high-level review of the Trusted Project Admin level features using self-service mode inside Wittified's Delegated Project Admin Pro for JIRA. If you'd like to learn more about how to use the guided path or administrator level features of this add-on, definitely check out our other videos that dive deep into those areas. Ready to get started? Just head over to the Atlassian Marketplace for a free trial of Wittified's Delegated Project Admin Pro for JIRA today. We'd love to know what you think. And while you're there, be on the lookout for the entire family of Appfire products, with more than 60 award-winning add-ons and over 1 million downloads of our best-selling Atlassian add-on brands, Bob Swift and Wittified.